This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
Ritter back to throw.
They got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
75 yards.
And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On play action, it's Rodgers.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 37. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Falcons 7, Jets nothing.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Cook is in. Touchdown, Jets. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Working from the gun, Ritter. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Patterson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is six. Taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On first down, Rodgers swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Rodgers now to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ritter now on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Quinton Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Ritter throwing on third down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Ritter to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down, here's Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21, Jets 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Ritter. Right back to Pitts again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down, Falcons.
Ready?
Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ready?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready?
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? Just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Hut.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Smith, red. Hut, hut.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Jets' 44-yard line.
Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Ritter. And caught by London. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rodgers now on first down. Open, and a loose football. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, and that is incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up